Merch Minds Podcast, episode 108. My name is Glenn, YouTube channel Hustler Hacks, and Yang, who actually last week we were a little sick. I'm still a little sick, but Yang, the voice, let's hear it.
Hey, I said this last week, okay? I sacrifice my body. I sacrifice my health for you guys every week. This is what I do, okay? The golden voice,
What?
$1 million voice of the Merch Minds podcast. This is what it sounds like at the moment, but I sacrifice my health for you guys every week.
Now it just sounds rusty and
That's just how I do it, man.
and what? How long? I mean, this is already like a week already.
You know what, man? I blame you, Glenn. And here's the thing: I blame you. Okay. Up until we started doing this podcast, I swear, man, I would never get sick. I think this is like my third time this year alone getting sick.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Either that or old age. Or...
Shut the hell up. It's not old age. It's you. Ever since we started doing the podcast, I started getting sick every other damn week.
Either it started every time we started doing the podcast or every time that
anyway,
someone mentions this.
Let's get to the what is that? What is that? Hey, put that away. Put that away. Nobody wants to see that. Put that away. Nobody wants to see that. Time magazine.
I actually just got it today because they didn't have it for the longest time in El Paso, and they don't want to like ship any to us. Finally got some today.
Well, where'd you get it? Like at the 7-Eleven or something?
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble?
Yeah.
How many copies did you get?
I ended up buying like 7 of them. I'm gonna give some away to my.
So what are you gonna? You're gonna autograph it now?
No.
Give it away to your listeners, your watchers.
No listeners, only family, you know, my grandmas and stuff like that.
Do I get one?
Sure, I'll send you one.
You're going to send me one?
Yeah.
Look, because I will tell you this right now, man. Up until now, you've been full of empty promises. Young, I'll buy you a beer. I'll do this.
Young, I'll be in San Jose.
You never delivered. Now I'm losing my damn voice again. You got me all fired up and pissed.
Oh, riled up. I'll send you a pallet of like 800 of them.
I'm serious, man. You gonna send me a copy?
Yeah, I'll send you a copy.
All right. Let's get into our numbers, man.
Okay, merch numbers, which we didn't even talk about last week when we were with RJ. So people were not too thrilled about that.
I think we were meant to, and then we just kind of got sidetracked.
Yeah. You want to go first? Or you want to go first?
Yeah, why don't you go first? Give my voice a little break.
Okay. Last 7 days, 320 products sold, 6 returns, which is good. I like not having a lot of returns. And estimated royalties $1,009.62.
Damn, son. What the hell? My last 7 days, 168 products sold, 1 return. Estimated royalties $656.77. So a slight increase for me. I'm still not seeing the results that I want. Are you happy with your last 7 days?
I'm very happy because I haven't uploaded since before I left from the San Jose one. So it's been a while already. Okay. Just those pop sockets. Last thing I uploaded. Anything other than that, nothing new. But I am pumped because next month.
What's next month? What?
I'm not working at the family business in the mornings. The wife isn't working there anymore, so we're officially going to be able to like figure everything out on what we're going to do as far as like handling the time between like eBay and now I can add more shirts and get a system going on merch. So I'm excited.
Hey, let me ask you, man. When's your official last day at the family business?
I think the
31st.
No, we're actually gonna close for the holidays. So I think between like 20th or around there.
So December 20th. That's gonna be your last day at the family business.
Yeah.
Dude, if I were you, you know what I would do? I'd be like, I freaking hate this job, and just give them the bird right before you walk out.
To my own family. It's funny because I know my parents, they listen to the podcast once in a while, so it'll be funny when they listen to this one.
What'd your parents say about me? Anything good, anything bad?
No, they don't really have any comment. They never met you, so they really don't even know.
Oh man, they don't say anything about he's a good looking guy or anything.
Nah, nothing like that. Actually, no one's really told me anything about you being good looking, so
Whatever. But going back to last week, we talked about my personal throttling theory. I had a few people message me,
nice. This is what we wanted to hear.
and some disagree, and that's okay. That's why I said it's my own personal theory. Okay, I strongly believe that there is a throttle, and I challenge the listeners. I mean, prove me wrong. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue believing that there's a theory, and no one's ever been able to prove me wrong.
I guess 'cause, I mean, no one's gonna know for sure
Well,
whether they're throttling or not. I mean,
I think there is a throttle. Um,
well, okay. Well, what were some of the comments or messages?
one guy said he thinks that there's a throttle, but he thought that there was a what did he say? He thought there was like a what do you say?
Freeze.
Not a freeze, but like a rollover throttle, whatever the hell that means. Like every
Hmm.
hour, there's like a group of people, certain group of people that'll get throttled, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Um, and then another guy in the group posted, I don't know what. Oh, this is so. This is such a downer. Oh, this and that. I'm like, what? That's my own personal theory. But I don't have a right to an opinion. What the hell? Um.
See, they're
Anyway,
getting you all fired up again. We're trying to fix this voice.
so some people disagreed. And again, that's just my own personal theory. I think last week you kind of agreed that there was a throttle. No, I don't know. I'm serious. I mean,
I was like in between. It was like I definitely think there's something going on. Yes.
uh okay.
I don't know what it is exactly, but things just don't add up 100%.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me was the whole Cyber Monday and the ASINs disappearing because it just doesn't make sense. Like, out of all the days in a year, you're gonna wait until Cyber Monday to do it. You couldn't do it on Sunday.
That's where some of the comments that I was
You could
reading.
you couldn't do it like on the Saturday or maybe the following Tuesday. Like you had to do it on the biggest shopping day of the year. It just doesn't make sense. So that's one of the main reasons why I came to my theory. Um, so
Here's
so
what's kind of interesting though that I forgot to throw in there is that so a lot of the shirts, I mean, because my numbers have gone up, but a lot of the shirts that have been selling were the ones it seems like kind of like the first year or so, or half a year, first year that I was doing it.
I have a handful of designs that sold that I completely forgot I even had. Yeah.
And then I have another one that it's kind of weird that so I have a good selling shirt that's not in like a clothing category. Does that make sense?
No. What?
Let's see, because I'm going through, because see, like most of your shirts, like here's one that I'm looking at. Gives us the rank and all that in clothing, shoes, jewelry, and it'll show you like tops and tees for t-shirts or things like that. So I have another shirt that's doing well, and it's not showing up at all in clothing category. It's in like something completely different. So
What?
I don't know if that
Automotive or something? What
helped.
the hell?
What?
What was it? What category is it in? Was it automotive? What's it in?
Hold on, let me go out of this. And let me see. If I say, I think people can find it because it's actually one of the better selling ones right now. I don't know if I should say it or not, but I do find it kind of weird that it's in there.
Well, tell me after the show. Tell me after.
Okay, I'll tell you after the show. But I
Um,
just find it kind of weird though. I mean, it doesn't make it's actually in an electronics category.
huh.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Anyway, look, guys, that was my own personal theory. Okay, I'm not saying it's true. I believe it's true. So just we'll keep it at that. And let's move on here. Are you running ads at all?
No, I haven't run any ads.
Okay, I've been running ads. I'm seeing some results. So I need to test the market. I'm running ads on most of my Christmas shirts.
Okay. How much are you spending per day?
$5 per design.
Per design. But per day per design?
Per day, yeah, $5 per day per design.
Look at this guy.
Um, and well, but my that's my daily average. My cost per click is
Like 10 cents or 5 cents or something?
15 to 25.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's just me just kind of testing, see what's working, see what's not, see what's selling, see what's not selling. Just really just testing the market.
Would you ever go all in like the jersey style where it's like every single
Hell
shirt's gonna be having with ads and you're spending
no, nothing against Anthony and Kevin, but I would never do something like that. Just I'm running ads on shirts on events that are coming up here in the next couple of months. Obviously Christmas designs, things like that. Designs that I think that are worth, adding that extra boost. But not everything. No.
Okay, we need to get Anthony back on the show because remember when he was talking about running ads, I was like, man, I'm just gonna start running ads now. I mean, he got everybody
Yeah.
fired up.
Well, he's not running ad. Well,
Not anymore, but
he what did he say? He said he give his he didn't give, but he gave his VA access to his account, and they're going to split the profits or something. I don't know. Yeah, no, we should definitely get him back on the show though. Um,
yeah,
um,
we didn't hear from the guy.
he's
Oh,
he's trying to. Well, it's not even trying. He is. He's going to be moving to Orange County at some point in the next few months.
okay.
So,
Oh man.
oh, hey, why don't you go tell your dogs to shut up, huh?
I
You don't ever
don't
see
even
my
know why they're barking.
you don't
Like
ever
one,
see my dog interrupting the show.
that's true. I don't even know why he's barking. He never barks like
Go
this.
tell your dog to shut up, man. Hey, so did you see Manny post in the group, in the SE group about his numbers? Are you in that group?
I don't think I'm in that group.
Jesus, man. So Manny, we had him on the show back on episode 84. He posted his numbers, and Manny's he's normally a very quiet guy in the group.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk a lot, but uh, he basically posted his numbers for November, which obviously includes Black Friday. And the guy did like $14,000 on his Etsy store, dude.
Oh my gosh.
14K. Now that's his sales. I don't know what his take home is, but and the only reason I'm mentioning this is because he posted it in the group, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, if he would have told me in private, I wouldn't have said anything. But it was clearly meant for the public. But
I mean, even like 30%, he's still making like 4,200 bucks.
oh, dude, that's nuts, man. But
Like his take home.
good for him, man. You know what? He's worked hard. Um, he has a baby coming. He just bought a house. So congratulations to Manny. And here's the thing, man. And this is something that we'll talk about more in the upcoming episode. Someone had mentioned, well, if you don't think merch is the answer to meet your goals, you know, what are some of the other options? And I think Etsy is number two, if not number one, right?
Mhm.
Because it's just, I mean, look, I get it. Etsy is it's another platform that we don't have full control over, but it's a lot better than Amazon, right? We,
Like
we have we have
fulfillment,
a little
like
we have a
like
little more control.
oh
We have a lot more analytics. Um, Whereas Amazon just they pretty much have us by our balls, man. Look, and it's not me talking. Look, I love Amazon. I've met people at Amazon merch, and I'm going to continue doing Amazon merch. But it's just at the same time, it's gotten really frustrating for me. So I think Etsy is a good opportunity for all of us to look into because we always talk about diversification. So I mean, don't just rely on just Amazon all the time, whether you're doing merch or journal printing or private label. Like think outside of Amazon, right?
You
And
can,
but I think
my
Etsy,
numbers are going back up. I'm going back on top, baby. We'll see you
yeah, whatever,
next month.
whatever, dude. So Etsy will be another great platform. And that's something that we'll talk about again here in the next in the near future. Um, let's talk about DTG printers. Jeez, I need to say it right.
DTF.
What?
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
DTF, man, you're a married man.
All right, go ahead.
Does does Gigi know you're talking like this?
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was like, I don't know where this podcast is going. I was like, damn, this guy's changing up stuff.
DTG printers. What do you know about them?
Look at her face. Oh man, what do I know about him? I mean, direct to garment. I think that it's pretty exciting that people are fulfilling their own orders. But dude, your face.
What about my face? I'm a good-looking guy. What do you want me to say?
Oh man, it just completely caught you off guard. So you just look hilarious. But I think people trying to do it on their own is a totally different opportunity. I mean, who we're gonna talk to, of course, Dean. Like, I think that, I mean, they're doing something pretty awesome. But I mean, going through the interview, and I like what you said too, as far as like, hey, that's what they're into, that's what they're doing. They have a huge opportunity. May not be for you, may not be for me, but at least there's other opportunities that people can look past.
There are opportunities, and like Glenn said, we had a opportunity to talk to Dean Jayroe and Courtney Cramer, just a beautiful couple, great friends of ours. I had the opportunity to meet them earlier this year in Las Vegas, and he's been sending me photos and videos behind the scenes of the printer, man, and that thing's sexy, man. It's a beast. I invited both of them to come on the show and just talk about their whole experience with the printer and everything. And so they're going to share everything about why they purchased it, where they're going with the printer, and what they're expecting in the near future. All right, guys, this week we have a very cool couple, good friends of mine. We had an opportunity to meet earlier this year at the Licensing Expo in Las Vegas, and I have to apologize to you guys in advance. My voice is gone. Some people say I sound sexy, but I don't buy it. But Dean and Courtney, welcome to the show. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're good. We appreciate coming on here.
Yeah. Where are you guys at right now? Because I know, Dean, I know you're in Florida, and then
we're in Rhode Island right now.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I know you guys split time here and there. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I'm up here for the entire Q4.
Okay.
So that way.
Forever now.
Yeah. You want me up here forever, so yeah.
Cool, guys. How's your guys' Q4 going on merch? Are you guys seeing a pretty significant increase in sales?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely gone up. I mean, we're rocking like we should be. Don't give no excuses. Just keep going.
Yep, absolutely. So now the reason I wanted to have you guys on the show is because I know we had talked behind the scenes. And Dean, you sent me some photos and videos of your new toy, and I was like, "Oh, that's super cool." So you guys bought a DTG printer.
Yep.
Okay, that's direct to garment printers. For those of you guys that don't know, tell us about the printer. Why did you guys buy it?
Well, we actually went out to Long Beach. No, we went to San Diego, didn't we? Yeah,
we drove up to Long. It was almost Long.
That's right. So we went out to California over the summer and everything, and we were talking to Matt and Aaron, Merch Elephant and all those people, and we were like, there's a company out here that sells DTG printers. I was like, let's go over and actually see it going, because at that time we've already been in merch for a couple of years, and we were kind of fascinated by the whole process. And me and Courtney and everybody were talking one night about the whole thing, and saying, you know what, I think we started listening more about Yang, talking about Etsy and everything. And we were like, okay, if we want to start dipping our toe in there, we're going to go to the POD companies and everything. And then we started thinking, we need to have more control of that end of the business. And we're glad we have.
Yeah, it was nice to see the printer in action, one that he'd been doing a lot of research on, and the Omni print.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys bought the printer in California.
When we went out there just solely to see the thing in action. You know, because you go on YouTube, you see them and all that kind of good stuff. But when you actually see it in action going, it's totally different than what it is on the computer and everything. You know, it's one thing just to see it printing, but now you can see the beginning steps, the pre-treat, the entire steps that people in the merch community never see. All we see in the merch community is we upload a design, and that's it.
Yeah, you don't realize how many steps there is.
Yeah.
Right. So we're obviously doing video, and then the podcast is obviously audio. What's that behind you guys?
All right, we have a heat press. And the reason why you have a heat press is once you actually print on the garment, you actually have to basically fuse the inks to the garment itself and dries it out. So you have to use it to dry out pre-treat and dry out the ink. And that's like a crucial part. Whereas Amazon, what they have is they have a conveyor belt system. So you put it on a conveyor belt and it just shoots it out. With us, it's a simple, just pump and kind of go.
Plus, their printers print on a wet, pre-treated shirt.
Yeah.
Can we see the printer? I can see it behind you, Dean, but just to let the viewers see. So that's like the size of a. I mean, it looks like a scanner almost.
Right.
That
moves back and forth over.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sexy. So how long does it take to print a shirt on average?
Like 2 minutes to 6 or 7, depending on how complex the design is.
How much colors and the design, right?
That's it. Because when you print a color shirt, you print the white first, and then you come back with the color on top. Whereas and that takes a little bit longer process, but if it's just single color white, one time.
Glenn, did you have any questions?
So how long, how long did it take to learn the full process of going step by step?
6 hours. We did training live.
We did 6 hours. And my background is actually working on printers. So, I can kind of troubleshoot. We've had things pop up that I was able to go back to what I learned in the past and just troubleshoot it within a mere, 30 minutes and then get back to work.
Yeah, there's stuff happening all the time. Lines get clogged and something goes. You gotta fix it. You'll go cry.
What do you guys like more about this compared to like the screen print method?
We never tried screen printing.
Oh, okay.
You guys ever seen the process though?
Yeah, we've seen the process. I mean, with screen printing, you got to burn an image every time.
Yeah.
For thing with DTG, we get one picture, we can throw it on there and go to town.
Right.
Your cost of goods could be less with screen printing if you have a bulk order, but with one-offs, this is perfect.
Right. So the screen printing, I compare that now. I mean, it's so old. It's such an old technique now. I kind of consider that it's like taking photos on film, right?
Yeah.
Compared to now, everything's you can just directly print on a shirt. So I kind of compare screen printing to taking photos with film. But but there are people that still do it though, right? Because
companies still push it out.
Yeah. In fact, when we were at the licensing expo, I don't know if you guys remember that one booth where they were giving out free T-shirts and they were screen printing right there on the spot. Do you remember that?
I remember that line was just back to the wall and everything. People wanted their free shirts.
Yeah, absolutely. So, are you guys going to be fulfilling your own shirts? I mean, it sounds like you are going to be fulfilling your own shirts, but are you guys going to be taking on any clients? Maybe.
We're looking at it right now. We're handling us and another couple, and we're actually fulfilling their stuff for them. And we're looking at bringing on maybe somebody else or a couple more people during this Q4, because props to Printful and Printy and all that. They're pioneers in the industry, but we want to be able to offer customer service. We could open the doors and say let everybody in, but we feel better just doing small steps.
Because right now they can send a message and be like, "Oh, we need this shirt, or we need this change," and we can just do it then and there.
Yeah, we actually had one of them actually contact us today, and one of the POD companies messed up. And within 30 minutes, we already had the shirt printed, ready to go for them. So, I mean, customer service is number one.
Yeah, they want to change something or like a different color shirt.
Exactly. Yeah, but Q1, that's the idea, is we're going to basically get more printers, start taking on the clients, but not run too fast where we're getting away from the customer service.
Right. No, it totally makes sense to start small, right? Instead of just trying to scale quickly, because I've seen a lot of business go out of business, going that route. So it makes sense to start small. So you guys are just a two-man operation? Is it just you and Courtney?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely start small.
Yeah, she gives me the orders, and I just do all the running around.
It makes total sense. She wears the pants in the business.
Yeah. Like, you messed it up. You got a wrinkle. Fix it. It has to be perfect.
But it's cool because like she'll dive into making sure the colors are where they need to pop, or the whites need to be stronger, and she can go in there because she's real proficient in like Photoshop. And when you put your image into the computer, you use a software called a RIP software, and it's basically the communication between the PC and the printer. So through that RIP software, she's able to kind of pull that same knowledge and make the images look great.
To do a lot of tweaking in different settings. We're still learning.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry, Glenn. Did you?
No, keep going. I mean,
go ahead, bro.
No, go.
Do you even have any questions? What the hell?
I'm just going with it. Things come up, so.
No, so I was going to ask. I mean, so you did mention that you have a couple that you guys are fulfilling orders for. What's that process like for you guys currently? Do you guys have a system in place, or is it just, hey, we need this design in a size large?
Currently, what we're using ShipStation's API with the Etsy, so we're able to see the orders as they come in.
Oh, that's really cool.
That particular couple, what they're doing is they're giving us access to their Dropbox, so we can pull the images right from there and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, it's a trust issue, a trust thing. You have to be able to trust people, not knocking off your stuff and all that. And that's one of the reasons we're going to start small.
We're honestly too busy to be doing that anyway. That's the thing. You need to worry about that. We're trying to just. We're not worried about that.
The profit margins, I mean, obviously for you guys fulfilling your own orders, the profit margins is obviously higher now, right?
Yeah, they are. They are definitely. It's definitely where and we've already got it working with the apparel manufacturers and the distributors, so we can get that kind of stuff in 1 to 2 days. So that's not really too much of an issue there.
So let's talk about that. The apparels. I mean, who do you guys who are you guys using?
There's two companies. There's Alpha Broder and Sanmar. Those are the two giants. Oh yeah, those two right there. I mean, they Sanmar is actually the company that owns Portnico.
Okay.
They're kind of like, I mean, so at the family business, we have like access to them too, and you have to be kind of like a distributor and like working with them. So if someone just wanted to go online and buy random stuff from them, they can't. They have to like go through the full process. Yeah, but Sanmar's huge. Like we had to go through a bunch of hoops just to get on the Sanmar's radar before we can even get to their account. And I mean, but it's all about working it.
So do you guys have like an inventory of like the t-shirts, crew necks, sweatshirts, and all that right now in your house?
We got some.
But we're ordering like every day.
Yeah, we're ordering. Sanmar's so huge because they have different fulfillment centers around the country.
Okay.
So with us, it's a 1 day. So I mean, we could turn around, place our order by 4 o'clock, and I can go pick it up at UPS Hub the following morning at like 9.
So it sounds like you guys did a lot of your research ahead of time, which obviously makes sense. Because I never even heard of these companies, but it sounds like you're able to fulfill orders without any issues and not having too much inventory in the house.
Yeah, because if you get tied up holding cash on just inventory stale inventory and everything, it can eat your business alive.
Oh, trust me, man. That's one of the reasons why. I mean, so I've been doing eBay since '98, and Glenn, you know this. I bitch about this all the time. Like one of the reasons why I stopped doing it really is because I hate having stuff in the house.
Yeah.
And it just sits there for forever until finally, that one buyer comes along and they'll buy it. But I just absolutely hate having stuff in the house. So that's cool that you guys got that system in place.
Yeah, use somebody else's warehouse.
Use someone else's warehouse. And it's funny when I was up in Seattle, Josh Brown was giving me a huge pep talk on, oh, you need to get your own DTG printer, and I was like, dude, that's just. I mean, I know why it makes sense to buy one.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just not my business model because it's I just don't like. I just hate packaging stuff and shipping stuff out. That's just I hate doing that.
Yeah, Josh has been in the game for a while. He knows his stuff.
Yeah, he has what, 2?
I thought 3.
3?
Yeah, I think from what I heard was I was talking to Matt the other day. They had that earthquake up there.
Right.
And that right there, luckily the printers were okay. But yeah, you hate to lose that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, he got a lot of knowledge with the direct to garment stuff.
But he's not fulfilling anyone's orders. He's just doing his own personal stuff, right?
But same thing, being selective.
Yeah, being very selective. So when you guys were saying selective, does that include Young on that list?
Maybe. Only if
down the road. Come on. Look,
we're in Vegas.
We've been talking behind the scenes quite a bit. Come on. Leave me in there somewhere down the road in 2019.
Exactly. When what we're going to work on, we wanted to work on it before 2018 was up, but we're basically getting the same platform as the other PODs. So when somebody comes on, then they can do the upload process on that end as well. So they don't have to deal with the Dropbox like we're doing now.
Right, with mock-ups and everything, and we'll push it to the orders through.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to have our own customer dashboard and all that kind of stuff, and we're working on that, hopefully being finished by Q1.
Yeah, no, I remember you had mentioned that in a message you sent me, where you had mentioned that you guys are working on a website and everything. So yeah, no, I mean, it sounds like you guys are. Well, it sounds like I want you guys to put Amazon out of business.
No,
no, I'm kidding. But no, I really do want you guys to succeed. But obviously, I'm joking. I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but at some point, I would love to try you guys out. At some point, look, we could care less about Glenn here. The guy's been on Time Magazine. He doesn't need any more exposure.
Don't worry, I'm actually gonna take a selfie right now with Glenn in the back.
Right? Nobody wants a selfie with me. I don't get it. It's always Glenn. So that's super cool. Now, what about mugs and all that? You guys doing mugs and
Not yet, but we do tanks and hoodies, and you can lay flat pretty much.
Yeah, no, nothing yet on that, just because that requires different equipment and everything. We just want to kind of get really good at one area before we kind of. Not saying we couldn't, but I definitely see us actually moving better direction at this.
Right. It's like you said, you want to start slow. Glenn, do you have any questions, man?
So are you guys pretty happy with the quality? And are the customers pretty happy with the quality as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this particular machine is the printer is called Omni. It's an Omni printer, and the resolution that it prints at is just really, really good.
I'll show you one of them that we just did a little while ago.
Yeah, I mean the colors are really good, and kind of hard to hide.
Yeah.
So you're able to see distress. You're able to see all that kind of stuff, and
the little lines.
And because you're not remember the first pass is white,
right?
So you're not seeing any of that white breaking through or anything. So I mean, the printer's we're definitely pleased with the printer. So I mean, it's in the industry. It's one of the ones that people consider a starter printer. So that way, once you take this, you get good at this, then you move on to another brand and all that kind of stuff.
Not because of the quality, just because it's not as fast as some of the other ones.
Right.
The quality is really good.
Yeah, because there's some printers out there that'll knock down a shirt in 2.5 minutes, where ours takes 6.
For that, if it's just white or black, it'll be quicker.
Right. But that's things we're looking at purchasing in the future, which will allow us to bring on the new customers, because we want to make sure they get their stuff out and a great time.
Quick.
What kind of shipping do you guys offer? I mean, just USPS or pretty much everything?
First class.
First class?
Yeah. I mean, you know, first class are I'm a big fan of flat rates. And, you know, from here we can get to California in some areas 2 days, some areas 3 days. And I mean,
priority flat rate.
Yeah, and because Rhode Island is so small, like the main hub is like maybe 15 minutes from here, and it shuts down at 9 p.m. So we're able to get that later in the day, drop it off, and it still goes out like that day. So we're able to kind of push to work later in the evening.
Man, that is super cool, man. So like you've only had it for a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
We had it longer, but we didn't really like.
You haven't
it's sat in the garage for a while, man.
Until you came back, and then
I remember in the chat, you had taken a photo of it, and yeah, so I guess that makes sense. So now, how many shirts are you guys fulfilling? This is yours and the other couple.
we have at least like 200-300 orders, like at the moment.
And you got,
we're knocking down between 50 to 70 a day.
50 to 70 a day right now, and you guys can manage between you two.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Okay, we're at a bottleneck right now. Okay,
I was gonna say.
All right, so here's the reason of the bottleneck. So you have the pre-treat machine, which puts down the chemical first. Okay, then you go to the heat press. The heat press takes 2 90-second pumps to go down for it to actually cure the shirt. Then from there, you have to take it to the printer, print. Then come back, then another 2 90 presses. So the heat press, it can do up to 300 shirts, or no, the pre-treatment can do 300 shirts an hour. The printer, it could do close to 120, 130 shirts an hour. The heat press is our bottleneck because we have to sit there and wait. So literally, we were sitting there on Cyber Monday, and we were like, no. And basically, we ordered another heat press like that day.
He's like, "Should we do it?" I'm like, "Yes."
The bottleneck. It would make sense to have another one or two or three.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's definitely the bottleneck right now. But literally, it's coming. UPS is showing Thursday, but I'm hoping because I got it picked up at the hub, I may be able to pick it up a day. So
just checking it like every couple hours.
Yeah, I'm religious like that, man. And like, you know, once we get that going, that's when we're going to go find a few other folk that want to come on board. You know, because exactly. So we're comfortable where we are now, and we're not stressing too bad. We could bring somebody on right now, and it would be stressful. But we would rather, when we get that heat press and just we can go to town, we'd rather do that.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to ask you, that was my next question, is at some point, as you guys grow, you guys can't be a two-man operation anymore. Like, you would have to hire employees, yes?
Yeah, it comes down to that. Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
And I've had companies in the past that have had employees, so I mean that's no issue there. That's no issue there. So
okay, you guys can manage employees. Yeah. I was gonna say, man, if you guys have a kid, man, why don't you hire your kids?
Yeah, we got a few of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. No. Was that?
You got 4 kids.
I know. I mean, how old is? What's the oldest?
18 and 17, but 18-year-old works at Whole Foods, but we're working on it.
You're working on it. Okay.
Yeah, we're working on it. We'll see.
I think that's super cool, man. So, when's the next printer coming then?
We'll see.
It's either going to be. I'm hoping Q1. They have all these shows, that around the country and everything, and they always got show specials and everything. But if Q1 would come and we do really well during this Q4, which we keep at the rate we're going, I could see it happening. Us getting it. I mean, but I'll be honest with you, like this machine behind us, brand new, would cost $25,000. So,
oh my god!
But I was able to find a used one because there's so many people that get into an industry and they're like, you know what, this is the next best thing. I want to do it. Next thing you know, they're losing their tail because it's just an oversized paperweight. So we were able to pick it up used and basically ship it back to Omni and let them put a warranty on it and then get it back. So we got it at a freaking steal. So when it comes down to buy another one, that's the route I'm going. I'm just going to keep finding those people that are giving up on the whole thing and just go with it because
So how are you finding these printers? I mean, is it a secret and you can't tell, or are
it's secret? But like, go to the password is ebay.com.
Glenn knows all about eBay.
That's where we found it at, man. We found it on eBay.
Okay.
The truth was, we found a guy that was pickup only, and his price was right. But with it, you know how it is with pickup only. Nobody's going to touch it across the country.
Exactly.
And we lucked up. It was somebody that was outside of San Diego, and we called Matt, and Matt was like, "Yeah, man, I'll pick this thing up for you, not a problem." And he picked it up and he took it to Omni for us. Yeah, and we appreciate it. Matt and them are good people. So.
Oh yeah, no, we absolutely love them. Hey, if there's ever one in the Northern California area, let me know, dude. I'll be happy to do the same. Seriously.
No, definitely, because we like to make this. We're not going to be the next Printful. We're not going to be the next thing, but we can make our friends and people that become acquainted with us make their businesses better. And if we can do that, that's what we want to do.
Yeah, no. So at your Etsy store, it sounds like it's been growing. Then you've been having a solid Q4.
Yeah, we that thing just took off. I was shocked to see what Etsy could do, and now that you're able to fulfill our own stuff.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. Nah, you know what? I'm not even gonna play with the idea of buying.
Come on, y'all.
Nah, I just don't want to be stuck at the house doing that, man. Yeah. That's just me. It's not my business model.
That's totally our business model. We're fine with grinding when we get up and grinding when we go before we go to bed. And
it helps having a team like each other. It'd be tough to do it by yourself.
Are you guys operating out of the house, or you guys have like a warehouse or anything?
No, this is a house. We just bought this house, and we purposely got this house because we wanted to have 6 bedrooms. So we can convert one room. We're already talking about blowing this wall out and put the other printers
separate living room that we could probably use.
Yeah, because before we got to go ahead and start getting that overhead with the rent, the insurance, the employees, that all kind of stuff, we can make our money here first. Because we have friends that are in DTG big time. I mean, they're down in Florida. They're knocking down 1,000 shirt orders a day. But, they got warehouse space, they got, health insurance, they got all that kind of stuff.
Splitting it at least 3 ways.
Oh, yeah. So we want to cover our bases first before we start doing that kind of stuff. So
totally smart, man. The less expenses you have, the better, right?
That's it,
it's nice being able to work at home because we're working at like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Most nights lately.
Oh,
yeah.
Later.
And we haven't even really talked about doing Amazon or eBay with the stuff yet. I mean, because one thing about this printer is it's one of the few printers in the industry that'll actually print on polyester. So, I mean, like everything right now that everybody's printing on is cotton. So, when it gets time for everybody to work out, we can run that area there on Etsy and Amazon.
That has to be kind of tricky though, right? Polyester? I mean, it's so
more tricky.
Yeah. But we've
done it. Successfully finished it and everything. Okay.
Oh wow! So that's a pretty cool machine then, man. Well, man, I'm tempted, but you know what? I'm just like I said, I'd rather just.
We just got to get you to come to the Northeast, man. I
talked about it, man, but I don't think this is a good season right now, man. Look, I'm in California and I'm wearing a winter coat.
It's like 60 degrees here today.
What was that?
Like 60 degrees here today.
Is that normal?
No, not for December.
I was gonna say, what the heck?
Yeah, no, exactly. Man.
Oh man, but no, you know what? I wish you guys much success, and I want you guys to grow. In fact, since you guys brought it up, though, just one last question before we head off. Unless Glenn has other questions. Have you guys messed with the eBay integration at all?
No, we have not. No, not through the POD companies. We already sell on eBay and we already sell on Amazon, so we got that knowledge. But no, We haven't started with any kind of
It just takes so much time making up listings and everything. We probably would go to Amazon and make our own listings.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, for you guys, it might make sense. I mean, because that could be a whole nother marketplace for you guys. Because when Printful announced their integration with eBay, the first thing I did was I went to eBay and I looked at some of the shirts, and all those shirts are priced so low.
Yeah.
I can't compete with Printful prices, right? It might make sense for you guys though, since you guys are printing your own shirts.
Right. And then you click on it, you'll sit there and you'll see 1,000 sold, 500 sold. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing it. They're selling them. I mean, they're only making a few bucks a shirt, but you know, multiply that by 10,000 listings.
It's not really worth it for us right now.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree. Now, I was just wondering if you guys even messed with that yet. Glenn, did you have any questions for them?
I think you pretty much asked everything. I mean, what?
You're supposed to be the co-host.
You already had all these questions lined up. I was like, man, and it went so smooth, and I was like, I didn't even have it. You pretty much covered everything.
The bad voice too.
I know. I know.
No, that's super cool, man. And you guys have a baby coming soon, so I hope to meet the baby at some point. Uncle Young from the merch community.
There you go.
There you go, man. Well, hey, how come you guys didn't make it out to Seattle?
This.
Oh, okay.
We wanted to get really proficient in this.
I think we had the house closing that week.
Yeah, so I mean, we had a house closing. We had to get this kind of situated and everything, and you know, we just
maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year and everything.
Well, you know what? We'll twist RJ and Matt's arm, and I know they've been talking about organizing their own thing. So maybe once they get their event organized, we can all make it out there, huh?
RJ who?
Exactly.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
He's cool. He's good.
Yeah, man. But thanks so much, both of you, for being on the show.
Definitely. No, we appreciate it.
Great interview.
Looks like they have a busy 2019 since they're getting ready for a lot of Q1 stuff.
They're definitely expecting to grow, but it's smart that they're taking it slow, right?
Yeah.
Because I've seen, like I said during the interview, I've seen a lot of businesses fail because they've been trying to grow too fast. So definitely, it sounds like they know what they're doing. They've done their research, and I've been, I've talked to people. They're trying to convince me to purchase my own printer. It's just not my business model to try and fulfill my own shirts, man.
What would you? I mean, there's so many different opportunities out there that I know you want to try something.
What do you mean? As far as what?
I mean, because there's so many different things that I can see in your face. You're like, what if I could do that?
No, I would never do it.
Okay.
I would never. I mean, would you?
I think the family business probably would have a better shot than me buying one of my own, but they could probably buy one. But would I really want to do that?
Well, we're not talking about the family business because number one, you're no longer working for them, right?
I know you're asking me, would I? No, I wouldn't.
But yeah, so I'm asking if you would do something like that, and you said you wouldn't.
No.
And why is that?
I guess because right now it's just doing what's working for me, which is the combination of YouTube merch with eBay and the sneaker stuff. So that's what's working for me right now. But as we've seen in this business, like things change. I mean, at one point you were doing like way more eBay, before merch had even come along.
Dude, I was the king of eBay, right? I was on the throne.
We should do an eBay Young episode.
We can do that. No, seriously, I don't have dude. I'm like an open book, man. I talk about anything. I have nothing to hide. But no, it's just. I mean, it seems like you don't have a problem fulfilling the orders yourself, though, right? Because you obviously ship the shoes yourself, you package them. So I kind of have a feeling that you wouldn't mind printing the shirts.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, it's just a totally different. But now you're making an item. At least the items that I am selling are just
right,
already done. You just have to. ship them out when someone buys them.
My thing is this, like and I hate using that term digital nomad, right? Because I don't even know what the hell that damn term means. But I've been traveling a lot since I was younger, right? Again, I slowed down a bit because of my back issues, but I want to get back into, and we've talked about this on the show too, right? Where I want to travel more, but I want a bit, but I would love to have a business that I can run remotely, where I don't have to be stuck in the office all day, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that particular model of buying a DTG printer is just now. I mean, because I can't take the printer with me, right? So it just you need to commit to having a workspace and operate and print shirts in that workspace. That's not for me. Maybe when I get a little older, and my body changes and I can't move around as much, but right now that's just not for me.
Yeah, I think maybe you need to set up just like them to where it's like you and obviously, a beautiful woman in your life, and you can build a business with each other.
Right. No, I mean they definitely have. They're it sounds like they're definitely committed to building their business, which is a good thing. Again, for me personally, that's just not my business model.
Yeah. No, but I'm excited for them. Looks like they have everything going on, and I think just looking at all the opportunities. I mean, it's good to interview and do stuff like this so we can listen to see what people are doing outside of
and that's the thing, right? Like we interview different people and provide access to other ways of doing the print on demand business, right?
Yeah.
And this is just another way of doing it. It's just again, I just don't want. I mean, this is one of the main reasons why I want to leave my day job. Is I just, as much as I love it, it's just I hate being in that office all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, so it would make no sense for me to buy a printer because then it'd just be the same thing. And dude, even before we started doing the damn podcast, how much I hated having stuff in the house, how I just hated fulfilling orders on eBay, but I would do it, right?
Yeah.
But I would just absolutely hate it. But yeah, so it's not for me. If you guys are listening, and if you think this is something that you're interested in, definitely do your homework. Courtney and Dean, they definitely done their homework. I would ask around, maybe even reach out to them. I'm sure they'll be happy to help. Otherwise, dude, we need to do like a year in review episode at some point.
Yeah, we do need to do that. I like that.
What are you doing for Christmas? You gonna have me over? I ain't going to your house, dude. I tell you what. If I go to El Paso, I'm not even gonna call you, dude.
Okay. I don't know why you would be in El Paso.
You're absolutely right.
Okay. But yes, we'll do a year in review episode soon. We got how many episodes left for the rest of the year? Like 3 or 4, and we're done.
Yeah.
Before we start January 1. So
I don't think we ever took any weeks off up until just a couple of weeks ago.
You know what? We deserve a week off.
We'll see, man. Let me look at the calendar and we'll figure this out behind the scenes.
All right, then sounds good. And we'll see you guys next week.